Suncoast NPI, a world-class networking organization with a community look and feel. We're all about passing qualified business referrals and have chapters throughout the Tampa Bay area. Suncoast NPI, when we pull together,
we all win!
Good morning, world. Hey, it's John Marshall, and we're Suncoast NPI. And what we are a world-class networking organization with a community look and feel. We're all about passing qualified business referrals. We're all about bringing quality business professionals to the table. We have chapters throughout the Tampa Bay area. And today I'm delighted to introduce one of our members. And our members, they fit three criteria. One, they're a rock star at what they do. Two, they have a servant's heart. And three, they're committed to the commitment to make the chapters thrive and have each other's back while doing it. And that's Deidre Fernald is our guest today, and she fits all those criteria and then some. So she's a financial advisor. And so we're here to learn more about you today, Deidre, and I'm excited. So let's just jump right in, can we?
Yeah, of course.
How did the idea for your business come about?
Sure. So I've been a financial planner, financial advisor for about 16 years. And my previous job, I was going around the country and working with other team advisors and their clients. And we were working with high net worth clients who had an estimated of $5 million, and
Yep.
all they needed to work with was retirement and estate planning, and a little bit of insurance. So, it felt to me that there is just so much more that we could do, so much more for people who are growing their wealth and those who are in their 30s and 40s who just need help and have nobody to call on.
Gotcha.
Because working with a financial advisor, typically you need to have substantial assets to work with a financial advisor, and I just felt there was a bigger need for somebody to work with these type of people who have all these priorities. They're juggling, they're juggling kids, home,
Right.
work, and they're trying to save for their future and pay down their debt, and that's a tough task to do.
Oh yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So, my brother would call me, my neighbors would call me, and friends, and I have all these questions. I'm like, there's a bigger need here. I shouldn't be just only catering to high net worth clients. I should be catering to the everyday person that needs help. People like me, that just don't know where to go, have all these questions,
Right.
and have nobody to answer them.
That's so cool. I mean, yeah, you hear all the time. It's like, I need to talk to the people that have $3 million, and but that's like the 2%ers, right? So it's like that's you out here in the audience. You guys should be leaning in now, right? Because I think you're getting ready to get a ton of information. Because I know your heart. So let's just go. What do you enjoy the most about this business? About your business?
I love meeting with clients. I think that's my favorite part, is just being with them, and sometimes I'm in their own home, or they're
Right.
with me at the office, wherever it is. But it's not a job. It's we just sit there and laugh and have some fun, and of course we get serious and we get to work. But I have awesome clients that do their part,
Right.
and work with me. I sometimes give them an overwhelming task, list of tasks to do, and they do it. So it's so fulfilling to be part of their family, to watch them grow, and it's just a blast. That's my favorite part, is being with my clients.
That's so cool. So I hear having fun, right? But being serious. So what other characteristics would you throw in about to be for you to be like really successful, to present yourself out there to the audience and make them feel comfortable? So what other characteristics would jump out to you?
Sure. To be a financial planner, I think the biggest thing is empathy. You have to understand what they're going through, and with a lot of my clients, I understand that because I've either experienced it myself, or I've worked with clients that have done that or had that issue before, or my parents. I get it. I want
Right.
to, and I want to be able to understand where they're coming from, and I really want to understand what their concerns are and what their needs are for the future. So I would say empathy is one of the
That's cool.
biggest things that you're going to look at when you want to going to be a financial planner. Of course, the technical skills and knowledge
Sure.
and experience is important, but your people skills is, I say, number one.
Gotcha. And so you made a big jump. You did the corporate for a long time. We have the privilege. Your kids are over there drawing. They're being so awesome. You guys are awesome over there. I want to see those pictures afterwards. You guys are great. You're on camera. Say hi, Mom. Say it, hi, Mom. So I think it's a perfect tee-up. So how has an entrepreneur affected you and your family life?
Well, obviously, it's a lot of juggling.
Yeah, exactly.
Unexpected to have my children sitting here with me, but it is what it is. So when I first started about a year ago, it was, overwhelming because now you have all these tasks that you have to do as a small business owner.
Right.
And, I'm doing the administrative stuff. It's just everything. And also prospecting and working on my financial plans. It was very overwhelming. I'm working, easily 10 hours a day. I'm staying up till midnight
Right.
and working on the weekends. And, my kids are like, oh, you have to go back in the office again. And I'm like, yeah, but, it's tough. So I eventually have gotten into the routine. It was a steep learning curve, out the gate, but
Sure.
that's kind of smoothed out. And so it's been a little bit easier. And now we have a routine. And, it's just awesome to be able to be with my kids when I want. I drop them off at school. I pick them up from school. And
Absolutely.
I can take off this Friday if it's not raining and go to the zoo and not hot. And it's super flexible. And it just gives me an opportunity to be with them more now than I was able to before.
No, I hear you. And the entrepreneur mindset, if I can, I did like 7 startups in California, so it's always in my brain. That's one of the reasons I love owning Suncoast NPI is seeing people like you step out in faith, right, and jump in, and it's a lot of work. And on the outside, it's like, oh, it's glamorous, get to do your own thing, but it's a treadmill. And kudos to you for making it happen. Yes. And your kids are amazing, by the way. They're not even saying a word. I can't believe it. You must have some Benadryl or something in them. I don't know. So how about this? How do you go about marketing your business? And with that, maybe what are some tactics that you found to be most successful?
Sure. So I started in the middle of COVID, so that was really hard to get in front of people.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah, very much. You can go out and just do the normal financial advising, type of marketing. So I found people where they were sitting, and that's on their computer, on their phone. So I did a lot of social media. In the beginning, I post daily, sometimes twice a day, just to reach out to people on Facebook or LinkedIn, wherever they are. And that has been, I'm stunned at how great that worked out, because a third of my clients come from that, just from my posting, which is amazing. But also, before, I never really did any networking, and I had no idea the power of networking. And now, that is something that I have to do. That is in my daily, to do is networking and meeting with these wonderful people in NPI, or just continue to branch out to other professionals. So those are my 2 biggest focuses: is social media and networking. People.
Nice, networking. We're gonna get there in a little bit, just a little bit of a shameful plug for Suncoast NPI, just a little bit. No, but this is the Deidre show.
Yes,
we want to introduce you to the world, and so over time, you just mentioned networking, right? You mentioned social media, and so maybe even educate the people out there, some other tricks maybe that you discovered that helped you to, stay focused and productive during the day. Hey, my kids need something at 10, I got to be somewhere at 1, but I need to get these things done. So what are some of the skill sets that you've learned over this past year that maybe you can share with everybody else? Sure,
and it's back to networking. So I had I have a wonderful member in our group who has taught me a lot about business development. And, their main focus was the work on the 4 pillars, right? So it's management, sales, delivery, and marketing are the 4. And you have to do that every day. You have to have one small piece in there every single day from all 4 of those pillars to be successful. And I've implemented that and made it happen, so that every day even if it's a 5-minute task or if it's a 2-hour task, whatever it is, I'm getting it done, and that checks off to-dos, and you just feel like, wow, I got a lot done today.
That's awesome. So did you guys hear that? Management, sales, delivery, marketing. Boom, and keep it going around in a circle and a circle and circle and keep knocking it out. That's awesome. I'm taking a little nugget from that one on that, so I appreciate you sharing that.
I can send you a referral if you want to learn more about it.
You're awesome. How about as you continue to grow in this, I think it's important, right? Iron sharpens iron. Who do you really look for advice or mentorship?
Sure. So I have a wonderful former colleague that I used to work with, where I just call on whenever I need support or advice, and he has great ideas. So I'm able to lean on him when I need to. He's a great mentor. But I also, again, with networking, I have a fantastic group here that I can call on and just pick their brains. You and I have had several one-on-ones where you give me great ideas. It's just, if I feel stuck or if I'm struggling or feeling a challenge, I just call one of my members in my networking group and say, hey, can you brainstorm with me? And that's been a huge value.
Gotcha. That's cool. Thanks for sharing that. And that's so with that, a little bit teeing up, not only for me, like who can I connect you with, but maybe the folks that are out there, because they're going to be able to reach out to you as well. Mm-hmm. So who can one of the listeners out there, if they're feeling, hey, I'm really liking this Deidre young lady, I want to be in touch with her, to connect with, that might make it more helpful for everybody involved.
Sure, yeah. And the two type of clients I typically work with, we always say be specific and always have your niche, but I mean, I just love helping everybody, but we have to be more specific than that. So I do have, my passion is young families. So young, husband and wife, whatever, but they just have children. They're have all these priorities that they're juggling. Again, right. Kids, home, work. It's just a lot. So that's my passion, to work with those, to help. Sometimes I'm helping them save their first dollar. And we focus a lot on their past, paying off their past, saving for the future. It's something I say a lot. But that's my passion, is help people to really understand what their finances are, take advantage of certain things that they didn't know. If you don't know what you don't know, right? And to be able to optimize what they're already doing. So that's one. And then I also have something that I, again, worked a lot on in my past life career, was retirement planning. So I'm working with those who are getting closer to retirement, and they just want to know that, see if they're going to be okay, if they can make ends meet, if they can officially retire, how much they can save in retirement, or spend in retirement, and how much they need to save for retirement. And I did that all day long, and I feel like that's really my specialty, because I can crank out strategies all day long with retirement planning. So I love doing that, but my passion really is working with young families.
That's so cool. I appreciate sharing. You hear that? There's a young family out there. Here's your lady right here, Deidre Fernald. So here we go, Suncoast NPI, right? We're doing this as the podcast. We're doing this really to highlight you as a value add for your membership. But really, just share what's it been like for you being part of Suncoast NPI, and maybe hit a few different experiences that highlight or stand out for you, if you don't mind.
Sure, absolutely. So my first meeting, I came in person, and then COVID happened, and
that COVID thing keeps coming back.
Yes, it does.
We don't want to hear anything about the variant either. I don't want to talk about the variant.
No. So I had one meeting, and then we all went Zoom after that.
That's true.
And I had still not officially launched, and I was like beyond terrified to do it, especially in the middle of COVID. And you reach out to me like, okay, you need to commit. And it's like, you just do need to do it or don't. And I'm like, all right, I'm doing it. So I did it, and it's the best thing I've done for my business. Hands down, it's the best thing that I've done. And it's not only because of the referrals that I get, because of course we all want to grow our business. We want to, continue to make money, because that's what we're doing for it. Sure. But it's also just, again, the ideas I get from people, but also the friendships. I've made some amazing friends here, and it's just so much fun. I mean, we just had an event last night, and I'm not kidding. It was like the best time ever. And it's just like, we're all just standing there having so much fun, and we all just have a common goal and just want to help each other and have each other's back. And it's just so nice. I can call on 25 other people at any time. They all have their each specialties, and I can call the mortgage broker and say, hey, I have a client situation. Can I just run it by you real quick and pick her brain for 15 minutes? It's just amazing to be able to have somebody, I know a guy or I know a gal who can help you with that. It's been an awesome experience.
That's awesome. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. And you said last night, that was like a great experience. You just got off a family vacation. Wow. Did you guys hear that, kids? Wow. That's amazing. And but I do need to backtrack just a little bit, because what I heard there, at some point, I reached out to you and I said, you need to make a commitment. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't like a hardcore, like I'm selling. It was like an entrepreneur. Let's go. We're going to grow this, right? we're going to do this. We're going to lean in and we're going to grow this thing together.
Yes, absolutely. And you gave me that support and the little push that I needed to make it happen, because without that, I would have hesitated and I would have lost out. So I'm glad you did that.
No, and I'm delighted that you're part of it, because like we said, it's just, this is what we're here. This is what we're here for. We're just a community that we're here to make some money, but we can do so much more with it. And I'm glad you're part of it. So I think we want to close with this, if you don't mind. Not to put you on the spot, but one of the things we do at Suncoast NPI, we work on our tagline, we work on our 30-second infomercial. It's all very intentional, and we add educational tips for that as well to get better at it. You want to take a stab at it and let it rock and roll?
Sure. Hey, everybody. I am Deidre Fernald, and I'm a financial planner looking to help you optimize your income and your money with smart financial decisions. And I am looking, a specific referral that I'm looking for is a young family who is looking to pay off their past, but also save towards their future while they're juggling their needs for today and just optimizing, increasing their confidence with what they do every day with their financial decisions.
Woo! Mind blown! Deidre Fernald rocked it! Suncoast NPI podcast, and we just wrapped up our second edition, and we can't wait till we bring us the third, fourth, and 100th edition. If you want to find out more about us, suncoastnpi.com. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. John Marshall, Suncoast NPI, when we pull together,
we all win.
Yeah, we do.